Hello and welcome back to the Indoor Oasis. It's a tiny bit cramped in here at the moment. You know that other chair that I used to sit in? To make some more space, because I only need one chair in here, I'm probably going to move that over to my writing table over there, and there'll be heaps more space in here, and then I can have much more room for plants. And another idea, hi by the way, and another thing is I'm probably going to paint in all of in here white, because it seems so dull and boring and like it doesn't feel lively. It just feels like an old work shed type thing, which is sort of what it was for me initially. So I'm probably going to paint the whole thing white. In this episode I'm going to show you some really simple ways that you can use very little money to no money to get your indoor garden, or outdoor I suppose, indoor or outdoor garden going. So I hope you enjoy. Now sorry, it's getting the slightest bit dark in here. That's because it's in the evening and the sun is way over in the sky and behind the tree, so it's a little shaded. But when it's my birthday, I am going to get a, what are they called? Like, you know, those camping solar panels that like, they're the good ones that connect to like power points and everything. You can have extension leads coming from them. I'm going to do that and then set up a light fixture. But when I paint it white, it'll also feel a lot lighter. These are some ideas of things to use as pots and that sort of thing to help you in the garden. This, I think you can see it, I may have to reshoot this. This is just an ordinary marmalade jar, and you could use it as a pot. I know you may be thinking, okay, but it's actually surprisingly functional. You plant in here, it's a little more difficult to transplant, but it shouldn't come to too much hassle. The good thing about these is you can actually see all the roots and everything, and you'll know at what stage it's at, and when you need to transplant and that sort of thing. So yeah, these are really good, and a lot of the time extremely cheap, unless you like expensive marmalade or jam. Next thing is, you usually think, oh no, I'm running out of pots, I can't find pots anywhere, I'm going to have to go buy pots for my seed starting and everything. No, you don't have to spend all this money on pots. You can just buy plastic cups. Now this one's a bit tattered and ready to be thrown out. You can see what I mean. But you get a lot of use out of these. And they are ridiculously cheap. Go to a $2 store and you can get an extremely cheap one. And my dog wants to come in. Hi Tiny, do you want to come in? Hi. I don't know if you can see him. Come here. He just got clipped, so he looks a bit weird. He had all his hair in his eyes and he couldn't see. But he is so cute. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So yeah, these are really cheap. You get them a big thing, and you just use these as pots rather than spending money on, say, these pots, which I have lots of anyway, because when I buy plants, you get heaps. We've got a big pot collection in the backyard. Another thing is empty tins. Now, if you don't like all the writing and everything, this is rubbish coffee, so I use this for the lemon tree to raise the acidity in the soil, but you can just peel off the label and everything, and it leaves you with quite a nice look. You may want to get out all the sharp stuff and everything. I wouldn't recommend using ones that you've actually cut open, so they can be really sharp. But yeah, just fill these up with soil, use them as a pot. Pretty easy to transplant from because it's really smooth, the soil doesn't hold on. Yeah, these are really good. And you know the lid that goes there? Little spill tray. Oh, you could use it, I don't know. Probably lots of things you could use this for. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there a lot more creative than me that could think of other things to use that for. And yeah, is there anything else? Oops. These from inside coffee jars you could probably use as spill trays, or if you've got a plant that keeps falling over, this pot might not fit in here. Will it fit? See, I can just, if I try a little, I can, see? So it's got a little more surface area and doesn't fall over as much. Yeah, see, there's just so many things. Basically, any empty container you can use. Yeah, I think that's about all I can think of right now. As you can see, this isn't that well thought out. There's one more thing. Oh. For early seed starting for your garden, cartons. Fill it with soil, pop all your seeds in there. And this, or you can cut them up, and if you cut them up into individual pieces, you can plant them straight in the ground and the roots will find their way out when it rains or gets wet, because it goes all soft and sloppy, and yeah, and attracts worms, which is, worms are a gardener's best friend. So yeah, I'll probably have thought of more by next episode, or by as soon as I finish filming this, but that's life for you. So, oh, by the way, I hope you had a wonderful Easter, whether you went to see family, friends, or just sort of stayed home and did your thing. I stayed home this Easter. We usually go out to see, like, relatives and to my cousins and everything, but we just wanted a nice easy Easter, so I just stayed here with my immediate family, and yeah, I had a nice Easter. Hope you had a lovely Easter. I was going to say something. I had a really creepy paranormal experience on my holidays. My family and a friend of mine who we took on holidays with us, we went to the Grampians in Halls Gap. Really nice, up in the mountains, rainforest, it's beautiful up there. Anyway, one day we decided to go to Ararat, and there was an old jail tour there, so we went on that, and the guy there, the tour guide, was amazing. It's all volunteer work, but they obviously do it because they enjoy it. They don't get paid, so he was really good. Gave us a very detailed tour. Anyway, he said, does anyone here believe in ghosts? And me and my family all believe in ghosts, and are very into the paranormal, so we all go over, and he's like, oh good, yada yada yada, and then he shows us all these amazing photos. Some of them could have been dust particles and stuff, but there were some really creepy ones. One with like this sort of, I wouldn't say transparent, but it was like a broken up sort of hand reaching for someone's shoulder, just a random photo someone took on the tour. And he goes, this place is open till 4:30, so you guys can go and take photos and everything, and see if you catch anything paranormal. So I did. I'm not sure if I'll show it to you, maybe in another episode, but I went down to this really creepy room. The tour guide refuses to go there. He swears there's something evil in there. Anyway, I go down there alone, close the doors, the lights go off, there's a staircase leading up and there's a door there which I shut, and then there's the old governor's bathroom where 6 people were chopped, if you've got kids or anything you may want to, 6 people were chopped up by the cook there, and the cook's spirit is also apparently in there, and they aren't able to be free, apparently. And they've had all spiritualists and everything in there, and yeah, that room is creepy as anything. I closed the other door, which was sort of behind me. The lights go off, so what do? Take a photo of the staircase with the door over there, and on the 4th step there is a face, and it is so terrifying. It looks like it is screaming in terror, like it is about to die. And I thought, my first thought was, oh, that's really creepy, but it might just be like the shape of the bluestone steps. But then I realised the bluestone steps are smooth, and I looked at another photo I took on the tour where my sister was walking there, and I looked to the 4th step, nothing there. So it was only there when I was there, and it looked like something had pulled its head through the side of the staircase, the rail things on the side, the banister, and it was like they were looking at me. Oh, it was so freaky, and I was in there alone. Because that's just me. But really good tour. If you live in Australia and around there and you're going on a holiday there, I strongly recommend it. Like, the tour was amazing. Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful Easter. I've said that I think 3 times now. Oh! Nearly forgot something important. You know, this succulent cactus thing, with an anonymous name. I don't want it in here anymore because in here is not the best conditions for it. This loves like full outdoor sun, and it just doesn't have a wow factor in here. I don't think. Yeah. So this is going to go in the outside garden. And also I got rid of one of the avocados because it just looked like a monstrosity. I hated it. Which I sort of need to get rid of some other avocados in here as well. Not get rid of, probably replant outside because I've got 1, 2, 3, only 4. Still, 4 is too many. Oh, and Ray suggested that I pollinate my morning glory flowers. In the next episode I'll explain this, but I go over to do this and then I realise they've already not self-pollinated, but they're already pollinated and one's forming into a seed pod. So a small little critter in here must have flown into that and pollinated them itself. So yeah, I'll explain more in the next episode. We've got a sense of mystery now. Yeah, see ya. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.